Libra, hello and welcome. Anastasia here. We are going to do your monthly reading. This is going to be for the month of May 2025, Libra. This is going to be a beautiful month ahead, a very important month, one of the best months of the year, and I am so excited. Libra, there's going to be a party. Have you heard? There's going to be a party at the Aries house, basically. What I'm trying to say by that is Neptune moved into Aries. Venus is going to be in the sign of Aries all of May. And also Saturn is moving into Aries on May 24th. This Aries energy, it's all in our 7th house, and it's all bringing up beautiful new connections, relationships, partnerships, Libra. There are going to be big contracts, a lot of, financial contracts, a lot of employment contracts. There's going to be a lot of new business contracts, as well as maybe even marriage proposals, Libra, and weddings. May is popular for weddings. In fact, my husband and I are celebrating our 18th anniversary in May as well. So if you are, or your loved ones are having a wedding this month, then congratulations. So Libra, as you know, most of this month, or half of this month, from the beginning until May 20th, we are in the Taurus season. This could have to do more with your joint assets, somewhat financial matters here as well. Also addressing your health and your appearance. Now, as we move into the Gemini season, starting with May 20th, this is when we transition to a even more communicative time. Okay, this is going to be a time of communication, traveling, and learning something new, because that Gemini falls into our 9th house. This is all about expanding your horizons and traveling and learning new things, Libra. The most important aspects of this month are going to be, I would say, the full moon. That's coming up on May 12th. And this full moon is in the sign of Scorpio. So I feel like, whatever you initiated back in November, whatever you wanted to initiate back in November during the new moon in Scorpio, may come to fruition here, Libra, in during the full moon in Scorpio. All right. And this could be a very important full moon. Then we have the new moon, and that's going to be on May 26th, 27th. That's going to be new moon in Gemini, and this is where new opportunities to either travel or learn something new may come up. Now, one of the most important things that's happening here in May is that Saturn is joining Venus and Neptune in the sign of Aries. Now, Aries is a very go-getter energy, very motivated sign, very passionate sign. And so when Saturn moves into Aries, that's really, really good for us, Libra. Whatever it is that you've been planning, dreaming about, preparing for, Saturn brings it all to reality. Saturn kind of is is a very hardworking planet of facing challenges and overcoming them and reaping really good rewards, Libra. So I feel like this is a time where you will kind of set some realistic goals and expectations for your for whatever it is that you are trying to achieve here. Maybe this is regarding your relationships, because all of these aspects are happening in Aries. Partnerships, business partnerships, work partnerships, and also personal relationships, Libra. So very interesting month ahead of us. I feel like there could be potentially a lot of changes in your career, in your business, as well as in your love connections, Libra. All right, let's go ahead and start your reading. I want to mention here that the main energy I pulled for this month is the Ace of Cups. Of course, the Ace of Cups, Libra. This is all about new love, new connections, new friendships, new feelings, okay? As well as intuition here, something, new sensations, new feelings. You know, Libra, this is beautiful energy to receive. So whether you are entering a new relationship and making a new friend, falling in love with something or someone new, this is a beautiful card to receive. It's also an ace, so this is a beginning of something new. And we have received a lot of aces in the last reading, Libra, for the last days of April and the first days of May. So this is a good confirmation here. Beautiful. A start of a very good relationship. Then behind it was Venus. If you can believe it, wonderful. Venus is all about love. We are all about love. This is our energy, Libra. So once again, these are perhaps good times for some bold moves when it comes to new connections, okay? So as I mentioned earlier, there could be marriage proposals, there could be partnership proposals, offers and such on the table, or simply just building strong bonds and connections this month. There could be also a new child for someone, or a pet, Libra, absolutely, this month. So congratulations if you find out that you are expecting, or if you're adopting a new baby, furry baby, okay? All right, Libra. So yeah, this is also, Venus is about creativity as well. So if you're not pursuing a particular relationship, there could be a burst of creativity, because Neptune, once again, is also at the Aries house, right? Everybody is at the Aries house for the party. So let's go, Libra. And then as the main energy, I drew this oracle card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and this is number 9. Guess what? Treasure Island. Number 9 is the main digit of this year. If you put together 2 plus 2 plus 5, 2025 equals 9. This is the number of this year, Libra. So Treasure Island. This is a really beautiful message. I love this message. It says, the law of attraction, bringing dreams into fruition. The results of positive thinking made manifest. Abundance appearing as if from nowhere. Financial gains and the sharing of good fortune. So this is something that you worked hard for and acted upon, and this is your trust in abundance, and this is you manifesting something to fruition, Libra. So you have uncovered something. You will probably, to me, it feels like an opportunity that's like a treasure that you uncovered this month, or a relationship. There's like all these hearts and stars flying around. Something that you will treasure as well. So I really love this beautiful energy. I'm going to set it right there. So let's go ahead and start your reading, Libra. Let's go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, universe, for all the blessings and guidance. Please let Libra Collective know what are the most important messages for us this upcoming month of May 2025. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Libra. I'm going to be using the Everything Fairy today. I have been really drawn to fairy decks lately because I saw a pixie fairy in one of my meditations very clearly, and so I've just been called to acquire a few fairy decks. All right, let's start with Lenormand messages first. Most important messages for Libra Collective in the month of May, please. Most important messages for Libra in the month of May. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness, look at that. First card out right away. We have the heart. So as I said, relationships are in the picture big time. Let's see what else. Child. Okay, the child usually indicates something new. Okay, we also have a bunny over here. When I saw a bunny, I immediately thought about a new child. So as I mentioned, there could be a new child that you are expecting or adopting this month. Maybe you're discussing having a child. So doesn't have to be. This is usually something like a new beginning, a new relationship beginning, starting anew here. Maybe this is a relationship that grows from friendship and then develops into something deeper. But Libra, this is kind of like, definitely there's newness to it. Definitely you're learning about each other. That's what I'm seeing here, because the child, now it could also be a business working relationship or a friendship here. So getting to know each other, getting used to each other. Okay, now it's, or meeting a new person. We did receive the Ace of Cups as the main energy. So this is definitely a new connection for some. What else? What else for Libra? New love. What else for Libra in May, please? Most important message. Oh my goodness, look at this. The Sleeping Beauty and the Prince Charming that kisses her and she wakes up, and this is the happily ever after, right? Wow, Libra, beautiful sun card to receive here. So there's definitely a very positive attitude to this relationship. It's very promising. It promises a lot of happiness, positivity. There's a lot of energy, Libra. Let's see what else comes up here. Okay, so after that we got the clouds. So look at this though. This right here, this is like giant white cloud blowing wind on all the dark clouds. It's almost like the murky thoughts, negative thoughts and feelings are being like, they just dissipate. They're being blown away by the positivity, Libra. So to me, it almost looks like maybe you've had some sort of confusion, maybe some sort of doubts about a relationship or about a partnership, you know, and I feel like the sun here is illuminating, making things clearer for you, helping you understand better. Maybe there will be, you know, maybe you will be talking about feelings to each other. Receiving clarity, Libra. Receiving clarity on some sort of a situation that was unclear and troubled before is what I'm seeing here. Okay, what else? Because the sun, it illuminates everything. It shines light on everything and makes other cards in the reading a lot more positive. So all right, we have the tree, which is once again has to do with health. Okay, so I'm also getting, if there were any health troubles and issues or concerns, you need to address them right away, because once you address them, your worries will go away, because maybe it is a scare, or maybe it's something that's not very serious, you know. It's just worse sitting around and waiting and worrying than going and checking something out and taking care of something, is what I'm getting here. Okay, what else for Libra regarding this? Oh, okay, so that's great news, Libra, because the bear is a very powerful, strong energy here. It's the like strength. Okay, so strong health. I feel like there's your health is improving tremendously this month, Libra. You are gaining strength back. You're getting energy back, and I'm seeing like sometimes the mother can be like the bear can be like a mother. So there could be, if there's a mother energy in your life, like a grandmother, mother, or stepmother, maybe it's their health that you're concerned about. But I feel like the message here is that somebody's health either improves or there's good news about it here. So I wouldn't like your worries kind of dissipate here about that, Libra. Also, maybe some of you are trying to lose weight, or keep the weight off, perhaps. Sometimes that can also indicate, the bear in the tree can indicate that. Okay. Do we need to know anything else for Libra for May? What else do we need to know for Libra for May, please? Thank you so much. What else do we need to know for Libra for May, month of May? Thank you. Oh, okay. Lilies, nice. I like this energy coming through here. Lilies usually indicate like maturity, harmony, but let's see what else comes up. And peace, but let's see what else comes up. What else do we need to know here? Okay, so we have the birds. Birds and lilies. Well, first of all, lilies can speak of like spiritual growth, okay? Spiritual growth, spiritual maturity. And then when you bring in birds, I'm getting like spiritual messages. Like you are receiving a lot of messages from your higher self, from your spirit guide. So there's definitely divine communication happening. And maybe it's been happening all this time. It's just that you are seeing it, you're understanding it clearly, you're seeing it better and hearing it better, whatever it is for you. But there's definitely messages coming forward. Now, lilies can also indicate sometimes mature conversations, serious mature conversations. I'm getting we are talking business here, we're not messing around anymore. There could be deep conversations, planning forward, for example, planning your future, about discussing your future goals, or maybe planning future with your children. Maybe they are graduating and there's a lot to discuss here, because lilies can also mean maturity and graduation. So moving to the next level, Libra. It could also be a relationship moving to the next level. But there's a lot of that, okay? There could be a lot of back and forth arrangements here as well. I guess lilies came first. And because lilies is a more of a kind of a calm card, and birds can sometimes be kind of almost too excited, I'm getting that these conversations, like, don't rush through them, don't be in a hurry. Make sure all the details are discussed here. And they're not, they're going to be calm conversations, measured. That's what I'm getting here. So Libra, interesting. So far I'm seeing that there's definitely new connections for you, okay? Whether this is in your personal life connections, like they could be anything. You could be finding, if you are let's say if you are working on your health or somebody else's health, you could be making new medical connections, like second opinions and things like that, people who can actually help you, in the medical field. If it's something like job connections, you could find new people, new potential contacts, maybe in an organization where you want to work, or new business clients here. Absolutely. But it could be also romantic connections and friendships coming forward, and very important ones. Now, your worries kind of dissipate here. I see that. I mean, you might have started this month worrying from like what happened maybe in April or March. But I feel like the worries are slowly going to go away, because you are seeing success and improvement, definitely seeing a lot of progress here with the Sun card, Libra, in your health or in your job search or whatever, or in the relationship, okay? So very, very good messages here. Let's go ahead and draw some tarot messages, and we're going to actually draw some messages for each week. So let's focus on the first week of May. What do we need to know for the first week of May for Libra collective? Most important messages. Okay, what's going on? Oh, well, there's your Empress coming forward. Okay, this is a confirmation. We received the Empress as the main energy for the month of May. So, Libra. What do we have here? We have the heart here and we have the child. This is about love, okay? This is about taking care of yourself, self-love, nurturing others, yourself, maybe even motherhood, as I mentioned earlier, especially since we have the child. So you could be spending some more time with your child, maybe because, you know, they need your attention more, or perhaps with your mother. Maybe this is you spending more time with your parent as well here, Libra. So I see there is loving connections in the picture for you here. So let's see what this could be. Also a woman, any feminine energy in your life, that like a wife, a partner, a spouse here. Okay, all right, let's see, what else do we need to know here? What do we need to know about this Empress for a Libra collective? Okay, so we received the moon and we received this. Oh my goodness, Libra, what in the world? Two major arcanas. First three cards are major arcana cards. Wow. So we have the moon and the star. Libra. First of all, there's some sort of a emotional healing happening. Okay. The reason I'm saying emotional is because of the moon. So there could have been some sort of misunderstandings or illusions, or just you kind of making things up in your mind, or some sort of worries. I feel like it could be like a psychological worry, okay? Something that you have struggled, or maybe this is your parent who struggled, or maybe this is hormonal changes that one person has struggled here. But I feel like there is healing coming here. Look at this, we have this star. So Libra, to me this looks like either I'm for some reason I'm seeing hormones, like you figured out your hormones. I don't know if this is because you're trying to conceive a child. That's clearly coming forward here, like you have figured out. Obviously that's like for one person out there, okay? But this could be about moodiness as well. Somebody could be moody. You may not understand their behavior. They may not understand your behavior. Some kind of relationship might have been like a little unsure. You are unsure about it. Either this is a relationship with your child, or with your mother, or with a partner. And I feel like there's emotional healing happening. The star sometimes comes after, now you have the star and then the moon, right? The star comes after a tower. So this is when something might have happened, troublesome in the past, and then maybe there was an argument or something, or some kind of misunderstanding, like I mentioned. And now there is hope and healing happening, Libra, here. Okay, so she's very chill. She knows everything is going to turn out for your best, Libra. So definitely I'm seeing hope renewed here. There is mental, physical renewal in the picture. So if this is something regarding your health, that you are seeing progress. Okay, there could be also progress in a relationship. You have high hopes. This is what I'm getting. You know something. There's something there. There's something there, something promising. Okay. All right, what else? This is first week for Libra. Very nice. Let's see, second week, please. Most important message, second week of May. Thank you so much. Second week of May, most important message. All right, ooh, Libra. I love this. Look at this energy. This is the Ace of Wands, and this is exactly like the sunshine here, for example, like a ray of sun illuminates everything, or like this ray of sun like moving away parting all the dark clouds in the picture. So there's definitely a burst of enthusiasm, excitement, energy here, second week of May. So let's see what that is about. What is this about? Second week of May. Thank you so much. What is this Ace of Wands about? Second week of May. Thank you. All right, these two wanted to come out. We have the Priest and the Four of Wands. Oh my goodness, Libra. The Priest or the Hierophant, and we have the Four of Wands, and we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, first thing that came to mind is somebody is excited here. There is, when I see a priest a lot of times, especially when it comes to the Four of Wands, Libra, this has to do with marriages. This has to do with weddings. This has to do with official celebrations, maybe graduations, okay? Because priest could be education, teacher. This could be, like I said, graduation, or this could be an actual marriage ceremony. There's something official happening in a traditional sense. And the Four of Wands is people coming together for this occasion. All right, so there could be gatherings of people, either at home or at church or wherever, at school, or some other organization. But this is congratulations. This is celebrations. I love this. So, and the Ace of Wands, this could be like good news. Good news brings, the second week brings good news for you, Libra, in some sort of area of your life. All right. Maybe you have some good news in the family. Okay. Or maybe this is regarding some sort of a learning opportunity or a writing opportunity here. I don't know, but you could be collaborating with others on something here, Libra. Like a milestone achievement, milestone celebration. Absolutely here, Libra. Good news, good news. That's what I'm keep getting for the second week of May. All right. And don't forget, the second week, I'm not sure if that's like, if you count the first week of May, like the 3 days, the 4 days of this week, or, it's all very kind of fluent, right? So just take it as it resonates. This doesn't have to be exactly those weeks. This could be even around the full moon time frame. As we celebrate milestones. Third week of May, most important messages for a Libra. Thank you. This card keeps getting knocked out. Okay, so this is the Four of Pentacles. All right, Four of Pentacles. She's sitting here with all this abundance, but feeling a little bit like disinterested in it. Okay, so maybe you are waiting on something, or maybe there's a little boredom here being like set in. But let's see, usually Four of Pentacles is kind of not being able to come out of your comfort zone very well. But let's see, what else do we need to know here regarding the Four of Pentacles, third week of May? Thank you. Most important message here. What do we need to know about the Four of Pentacles? Queen of Swords. Okay. All right. So Libra, I feel like this is definitely our energy here. Maybe this is decision-making time. Maybe this is a time to, try something new and step outside of your comfort zone. Make a decision here somehow, third week of May. But there could be also financial decisions you're trying to make. Since this is the Four of Pentacles, it could be that you're trying to, make financial plans here. Let's draw another card on that. What else do we need to know here regarding the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords? Thank you. Seven of Cups. Yes, so lots to think about. There's some kind of a strategic planning happening, and maybe even a lot going on. Like Seven of Cups is trying to decide, you have 7 different bubbles here and trying to focus on one at a time. So it could be that it could be that you need to make a very practical decision, but you need to make it one choice and focus on one choice rather than being distracted by everything else. Maybe this is regarding funds. Maybe you need to invest in this one thing, or pay for this one thing, purchase this one thing, when you have a lot of other things on your mind at the same time. So that's kind of what it feels like here. Okay, now remember, this is around the time that Saturn is going to move into Aries, and this is about the time when you kind of actually seriously think about how to achieve your goals. What is the first step, second step? What can you do at this time, right? So it may be a time to really stop dreaming and start doing something, but that might require putting in the time, money, investment, or making a decision and a practical move. So yeah. Final week of May, most important messages. What do we need to hear? Final week of May for Libra collective. Most important messages. Final week of May. All right, we have the King of Cups, very beautiful, emotionally mature energy here. Let's see what else comes up. What else comes up with that? What do we need to know here about the King of Cups, last week of May? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, that's the Emperor. That's the Emperor. Interesting, because now this is not the Empress, this is now the Emperor energy, okay? And this is a very organized energy, mature energy, so you could be dealing with a masculine figure in your life, father figure as well here, or you could be having some serious conversations and decisions. Libra, look at this. We have the lilies and the birds, okay? Remember I said there will be some important decisions and plans you have to make, like mature plans. And that's what's coming up here. Like, this is Aries. Time for a play is over. It's almost like now is time to take concrete action in the real world. Take power back into your hands. Plan everything out. Have a strategy, okay? Be the boss in the situation. So there's just definitely discipline, more discipline required by the end of May. And you may have some important conversations with a male figure, whoever that may be in your life. Maybe even boss. What else do we need to know here? I'm also getting like a spiritual business, spiritual creative or spiritual business, music business, acting, something here where you are like an entrepreneur. Okay, what else do we need to know here regarding the Emperor and the King of Cups? Wow. Ooh, see, I was getting the spiritual aspect of it because of the King of Cups, and here it is. So Libra, this is definitely pointing to some spiritual growth, especially by the end of May. You may look into growing your maybe spiritual practice somehow. It doesn't have to be spiritual. You may be growing your creative practice here. Definitely connecting, feeling more sensual and connecting with your intuition here by the end of month. There could be a big personal growth spurt, Libra, like professional, spiritual growth spurt by the end of the month. That's interesting to me. And the new moon in Gemini, that could bring about a lot of communication. And you could be, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's like an outward communication. It could be that an inner communication, like you are really receiving, tuning into your inner guidance system and receiving some sort of communication back. Okay, now, as I mentioned earlier, this could be definitely channeling information for your writing, your creating projects, creative projects, writing projects, musical projects, whatever it is. Libra. Ooh. And especially if you're starting your own gig, your own business, some kind of your own project here. Okay. All right, Libra. So this looks like an interesting month, and we have the Empress and the Emperor coming out in one reading. Usually an Empress and Emperor coming out in one reading, doesn't even matter where they are located. It indicates a couple, a relationship, and that's how we started this reading, with the heart. So there will be people, relationships, strong bonds built this month that will affect things for you. Okay, I feel that strongly. All right, so let's go and draw some oracle messages for us. So I'm going to start with the Oracle of the Fairies here. All right, most important message for Libra Collective, please, for the month of May. Thank you so much. Month of May, most important message for Libra. And Libra, I keep thinking about this treasure island that we received in the beginning, you know, and it's like uncovering your spiritual gifts. I feel like this is also going to feel like a spiritual growth, like you uncover treasure. That's what it feels like. Lilies and birds here. Definitely Libra. All right. Most important messages for a Libra collective for the month of May. Thank you so much. Yeah. My goodness, look at this. Manifestation. That we started with that manifestation coming into reality, Libra. So here it is. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation step 1. Okay, beautiful energy to receive. That just means, Libra, that you are attracting the right things for yourself this month. And one of the simplest manifestation techniques is to write whatever you want, your wish, your dream down. Because once it exists on the paper, it exists in the physical world. Another great way to do that is to say it out loud. And next, think of practical steps that you can take to start this process of bringing your idea into the world. Always remembering that your plan must respect the free will of others. Intention is key here, absolutely. For it is our intent that directs the flow of energy in our life, like a magnet. So stay fully focused and allow the fairy of manifestation to guide you during this magical exercise. Okay, Libra, so it sounds like you are going to really focus on that one goal or that one person this month, Libra. We started with that. All right, let's draw a card from the Fairy Wisdom here. Fairy Wisdom. What messages do you have for a Libra for the month of May? Thank you so much. What messages do you have for Libra for the month of May? Spring. Conscientious completion brings results. Prophetic imaging become real. My goodness, the Boggle Fairy. Okay, so number 11, first of all, we have number 11, which is a very, very spiritual angel number. So let's read again. First of all, this is spring, and here in the Northern Hemisphere, it is spring right now, so on point. Sorry, my candle went out, so I had to kind of relight it, but I'm back now. So, the Boggle Fairy says, avoid the temptation to transgress what your instinct dictates is right, and you will be victorious during a testing time. There is unexpected financial gain or reward for ingenuity from a friend, relative, or employer. Interesting. Plans for future activities and social engagements will find you in novel places and among new people, doing surprising things. Yes, your patience and perseverance will be rewarded with treasures beyond your expectations. Another mention of treasure, Libra. And at the best of all possible times, your fairy godmother has never been so busy. All right, so prophetic imaginings become real. The first sentence was, avoid the temptation to transgress what your instincts dictates is right, and you will be victorious during a testing time. So basically, try to listen to your instincts. Try to listen to your intuition more. This is definitely a good message that there's some sort of treasure and even maybe financial gain here on the way, Libra. That's probably what you are manifesting. Something maybe even unexpected is what I'm getting. Let's see, what else for a Libra collective for May, please? What else for Libra for May, please? Most important messages for the month of May 2025 for Libra collective. Thank you so much. Most important messages for Libra for May. Thank you. Ooh, breathe. Breathe. There's going to be maybe a lot going on. What an interesting image, because we have lily pads right here as well. And there's a giant lily pad with a lotus flower or lily, Libra. Breathe. Maybe there's some breath work you are needing to incorporate this month. But this means patience, waiting, going slowly, wellness, meditation, and trust. Patience in all things is called for right now. What do you need to do when you are in a rush? Slow down, of course. Meditate and trust. And that's kind of what I mentioned right there. Slow down, Libra. Do not be in a rush. That's crazy to me that this is coming up. Now is the time to allow the life-giving element of air to replenish your body, your being, and your very essence. Stop to smell the roses, breathe in the sunlight, and release the darkness, and miracles will appear. Now, some of you definitely need to, like, when you feel overwhelmed, take a deep breath, okay? And then we have a huge breath right here, and it's blowing away the negative thoughts. You see what I'm saying, Libra? Something about the breath. So maybe if you are experiencing a negative energy from somebody else or something else, this is a time where by breathing it out, you really cleanse your body here. This is an important message for someone, I feel. All right, let's get one more message for Libra for the month of May. Most important message for Libra for the month of May. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Light, the fairy queen of light, comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. My goodness, once again, we have light penetrating the darkness, replacing the darkness, moving the darkness out. This reminds me of fluorite. The colors of this fairy remind me of fluorite. Maybe you need to work with fluorite as the crystal, like a healing crystal. All right, I feel called to draw one more card for us, for Libra, for May, please. One more card for Libra for the month of May. Thank you so much. Wow. Libra, there you go. There's your confirmation. Manifesting and doing. Manifesting is literally in the heart of your reading this month. It's the main theme. You are making things happen. You are changing your life, Libra. You are communicating your intention. Manifesting miracles, tapping into your true potential. Okay, so Libra, it sounds like you are replacing a lot of the negative thoughts with a lot of light this month. There's going to be a lot of improvement. You're changing your entire thought process here, your attitude. And I feel like this is really working for you. You are feeling better, you're manifesting better opportunities, you are breathing lighter, everything here, Libra. I just feel like you are making the right connections this month. You're manifesting things for yourself. Whatever it is, relationships, money, jobs, career opportunities, absolutely. This is your month to make things happen, and Saturn in Aries is definitely going to be there right alongside you, making these things happen for you. Absolutely beautiful, Libra. Something is transpiring in the month of May for you that you are going to be very thankful for. Okay, I hope this message resonated for you, Libra. So many good things happening. I hope you stay healthy and wealthy and blessed all the way. Thank you so much for being here, and I will catch you later. Bye.